So I hope you are all agreed. Now you're looking at network issue and communication. And among this issue, as our subtopic, topic 1, we are going to have to look at network security. So sorry for that. So looking at network security, we are going to look on how this security that may be affecting your network. So you're going to look at this aspect. You have so many aspects. You have hacking, you have phishing, farming, and viruses, which are going to be covered in depth in chapter 8. This section covers some of the more general aspects of internet security. How do you now generate this topic as part of the internet security? When assessing the internet, users have to be very careful of many issues. As I said, should be very cautious because I can get to your computer using the network because I have access of your device. I have something called the IP address on my side. So you need to be more cautious of your machines, all of your network. Not all of them are obvious. Let us first consider the material found on the internet. How do we find this material on the internet? And the first thing that we should ask ourselves is, should the internet be politicized? Now try to imagine what is there when there is no policy. Policy, they are governing rule. If you don't have those governing rule, and then it's more likely that your machine or your network will be manipulated. Let's say, for example, let's use a school, for example. If the school doesn't have set deadlines that you're supposed to report at this time to the class, then the student or the teachers can report at any time that they want, or sometimes to be missed. The same thing applies to the internet. In the internet, you can find nearly everything. You can find, if you want how to kill someone, you can look at how to kill someone. They're there in the computer. How to steal, how to break in a bank, they are still there in the internet. So, given that we have this fact that these things are not politicized, that's why we are saying the computer should be handled with care. The internet doesn't presently have any. The internet doesn't presently have any. Sorry, someone who was there doesn't have presently or have any way on how to control this thing. Then we have to argue. We have to argue to this. I'm going to argue in two ways. I'm going to argue for, and I'm going to argue against. So it's up to you to take your side. So after this, I'm going to put you into respective groups. I'm going to use my machine to put you into respective groups so that you can argue on the same and give me back the answer from you. Sorry, I'm going to how to show you how to do it. I'm going to give you into they're called breakout rooms. I'm going to assign you to that. But let me argue first. I'm arguing for. So now, due to lack of this policy, it will help us to prevent illegal material being now posted on website. The illegal material are for racist, prejudiced, and pornographic materials. We can now control the terrorist activity and so on. That is one argument that I should argue why the internet should be politicized. The second argument, people find it much easier to discover information that can have serious consequences. For example, now, how to hack, or how to be a hacker. Yes, you want to be a hacker like this man I know, you want to be a hacker. How to make a bomb, and so on. Although most of this information can be found in the book, you can find them in the book. It is much easier to find them using a search engine. Now, using this thing, again, I should recommend that the internet should be politicized to control such information. So another point, it would help to prevent children and other vulnerable groups from being subject to undesirable websites. Subject to undesirable websites. Such websites, we say in the first place, is the racist and pornographic material website, or like websites that can manipulate their mind. The last point for argument 4, it will help to stop incorrect information being published on the website. Note that I can publish a question, then I give a false answer. Then when you go to the internet to search for that question, the internet will provide my answer as the correct answer. Yes, how does internet help to solve today's activity? That may be your question, but I, as Mr. Mwangi, I can go to maybe to Wikipedia and write answer to that question, but this answer is going to be misleading. So to avoid this misleading answer again, I should propose, or I should argue for the internet to be politicized. Then we have those argument against. Yes, material published on website is already available for other sources. Yes, that is one. Again, to have this policy, it should be very expensive. To have this policy, it should be very expensive. All websites and users would have to pick up the bill. Yes, because it's going to be very expensive. So another thing, it would be difficult to enforce rule and regulation on a global scale. Very difficult to enforce these rules and regulation. It can be argued that policy will go against freedom of information. Yes, freedom of information is a state where you have the freedom to get anything you want. Anad, welcome. So now, because to safeguard this freedom of information, safeguard that freedom of information, again, I should argue against putting policy on the internet, on the network. Yes, we have laws that already exist to deal with those who post illegal material. Yes, all illegal websites. Illegal material, all illegal websites. Yes, hi to Hanad, I can see you are in. So those are two arguments. That is according to the Graham book and according to me. I can argue for and I can argue against. Now I want you to involve your mind. Involve your mind in such a way that you are going to argue some group arguing for, another one arguing against. I'm going to post you in respective groups. Allow me to put these groups. Yes. So I'm going to put the group where you're going to have participants. So the first room, we have Lukman and Muna. The second room is going to have Hanad. I'm going to join Hanad and Suhaira to be one group. So I'm going to move.
Which kind of group?
I'm going to put you
and who? To do what?
I'm saying I'm going to put you into two groups. The first group.
What?
Yes, and now I'm using my computer to put into groups. You're going to sit in your Zoom. You're using Zoom. So you're going to find yourself in the groups. So it is going to have,
What's that?
so it is, let me add that one. So you
Breakout room.
You have been invited to join the breakout room. So it's you to join, accept, and join the breakout room. The breakout room one, the breakout room one has Lukman. Hanad has joined. Lukman has joined the breakout room. Muna and Suhaira have not. Yes, Suhaira has joined the breakout rooms. Still waiting. Yeah, Muna has joined. So I want you to take those groups to discuss one should argue against and the other one should argue for. One to argue against and another one to argue for. So then I decide what to join. I want to join one of that. Let me join. Yes, Peter.
Okay, Mr. Mongi, what is this for?
Yeah, I'm saying the internet, now in this case, we are arguing why should the internet should be liberalized and one should not be liberalized. I want now you to engage your mind. I want you to engage your mind so that you can come up with a way that you should, how do you see it? Is it a positive way to liberalize or is it a negative way? So I want like you use your mind now to discuss between that two groups. Each group has two participants. So discussing that, you're going to have an answer. When you are done, it's going to take like 5 minutes.
So some people are against it and some people are for it.
Yeah. Now discuss your side. Which side will you take? We want
Against what?
to take. Are you going to be for or are you going to be against?
What? For what? Against what or for what?
The topic here, the big topic was, should the internet be polarized?
Oh, okay.
Yes. Allow me to do quit and join another. Lukman, I'm in your group.
Yeah.
I saw that you posted a question or you needed a help. I'm saying you're supposed to, one of you to argue for, and another one should argue against. If like, for example, let's say maybe, or I support the internet to be polarized, then I should have 2 points to support that. And those points are there in your screen. I shared them in the previous class. So then the other person should go against and should at least have 2 points to support why she or he is against that. So then
what are we arguing about?
Should the internet be polarized or should the network be polarized? Are you for yes or for no?
Okay. Any.
Yeah. Not any. You can't be for any. So I'm going now to back to normal. We're going to get back to the class. We are back to the main. So yes, I know some of you like have argued against. Some of you have argued against, and others have argued for. So those are the key points that leaders in the developer's mind. That yes, we can have an internet, and this internet should be regularized. Or we can have an internet, and this internet should not be regularized or should not be polarized. So once moral issue is a social divide now, because now the biggest issue here we are looking is how does the internet inflict, does it have a positive effect or a negative effect to the society? And now in this case, the internet in most cases have moral issues being compromised. So once these moral issues have a social divide, and this social divide is created by the computer technology and the ICT. Now this social divide, this social divide, that because it's created by technology or an ICT, which is a digital device, you're going to call this digital device. Now you're going to look at inappropriate sites and add. So allow me to do that one for you because you have noise in the background. Inappropriate site and the accuracy of information that you're going to look at. The social and general impact of using the internet or device that rely on the microprocessor has been discussed. in the area section. If you see that there, the area section where you said should the internet be politicized. Now, because we have discussed that one in the area session, it's now worth spending some time looking at the quality of information found on the internet when using a search engine. A search engine, for example, in this case, it's like, I can guess, maybe Rukman is using Chrome, maybe Hanad is using maybe Firefox, another one is using internet browser when you want to search for information in the internet. Now, these are what we call the internet engine. Yes, Hanad, I can see you are raised your hand. So you're going to look at this. So there are three main aspects to consider when choosing which search engine are you going to use. The first part that you're going to consider is reliability of information. How can you rely on the information found in a certain search engine? Then another point that you should understand are the stability of a certain website. Do you understand a certain website? Maybe it's a website between, like, you're searching a certain book in the internet, or you're searching a certain question in the internet. Do you understand how that question is being filled? Do you understand the answer? So you should also consider the stability of a certain website. Then security issues. Not all internet or web browsers or search engines are correct. I can come up with my search engine and give it to you so that whenever you're going to use them, like maybe you're going to log into your email using that search engine, I'm going to access your email password and I'm going to have your contact. And now if I can have your contact and your email, at the end of the day, I'm going to have access to your personal details. And if I have your personal details, I can hack on all of your devices. I can hack your phone because I have your phone number. I can hack your information stored in the internet because I have your email address, and so on. I can even pretend to be you. I can impersonate, taking the other person's role. I can be you now. Maybe I can take the role that let me be Suhaira or let me be Lukman because I have all the details that you have. So another point is the security issue. Now, if I know your mobile number and I know your email address, I can go somewhere and commit a crime. Then committing a crime, I can use a computer in that room where I committed the crime and enter those details. So when the security personnel will come, they will see like this person will here, use this email to log into here. So now the blame will be forwarded to you. Now these are your details that are found in our machine. So you are the one who was here, but not knowing that it's not you, but another person who was using your details. That is security issue. So we have now, if you look deep to each effect or to each factor to consider, we're going to look at the first one, reliability of information. How reliable is the information found in the website? Information on the internet is more likely to be up to date than in book. Yes, because in every second, 24 hours per day, or the whole 12 months per year, people are there in the internet, trying to come up with some research, trying to discover new things, trying to like something new. So when you go to the internet, they are always up-to-date information. Again, it is much easier to get information from websites. Imagine you have a book. You have a book that is maybe 1.9 billion pages. 1.9 billion pages. Now you want to find at least one page somewhere among these from 1.9 billion pages. You want to find one page, and in that page, you can find maybe a given word somewhere, maybe stored at the center of the book. You may take your lifetime to have all these books. Can you stop writing whoever is writing? I know that when you enter to this class, you found the notification that the class is being recorded. So stop this writing. So now it will be very tiresome to use the book. But using the internet, just type your question or type your argument. Then with a very short time period, you're going to have the information. So again, there is a vast amount of information you can say in the internet. Information could also be incorrect, inaccurate, or even bad, since it doesn't go through any checking process. In this point, you don't have any any process or any policy. So information stored in the internet should be biased, could be biased, yes, should be incorrect, or could be inaccurate. Again, another point for argument against or argument for the desirability is there is a real least information overall. Now, you want to know how maybe to pass in your IGCSE exam. So many writers put their argument there. Like I can come and say maybe you need to work the whole night. Another one say like you need to cram the book. Another one, so many things. And all this information. Now you are going to wonder which information am I going to follow. That's why I'm saying you can solve in a real. You can find a risk where information there is overall information. Yes, another website should not be not good. So undesirability of such a website. Yes, undesirable website like pornographic website. You are kids, you are students. So when you go to the internet, you can find some ad or some website that is not there for you. There is also a risk of connecting to websites that are not genuine. Yes, not genuine websites for hackers, which could lead to a number of problems such as undesirable web link, security leaks, and so on. Then you can find a real problem where you have security risk, where the topic is covered. This topic is going to be covered in chapter 10, and elsewhere through the book. We're going to look at that as we move. Now let us look at the security issue. Security issues, they can access your password. And this your password are used in many instances where accessing the internet, for example, when you are accessing your email accounts, when you are carrying out online banking, or when you're accessing social networking sites. Like the second point, if carrying out your online banking. Now try to imagine if your business password, you have billions or millions of money in your account. Then your password, your online password that you use to do online banking gets into an appropriate head. Then you'll be reduced to a beggar in a very short time because that person is going to take every money that is in your account. So that are the security issues that are there. What are the security issues? So how do we deal with this? How to cope with this? We should have antivirus. We should learn anti-spyware. That is a software that is used to make sure that your password isn't being relayed back to whoever put the spyware to your computer. And remember, don't save your password in your computer. Yes, sometimes these web computers that we use, they prop that information. Do you want to save your password? Don't. You can lose that in your computer. And when your password is saved there, anybody who can see that or can have access to that computer will have access to information.
But sometimes, sir.
Yes,
you want to save your password.
Changing password on a regular basis, you should change your password on a regular basis, not to stay with one password for long. And password should not be easy to get or break. For example, don't use your favorite color.
But you can save on the computer.
I know Hannah's favorite color may be black, so don't use that favorite color. Don't use the name of a pet of your favorite rock group. Your favorite should be spelling either a strong, which is hard to break or guess. I don't want to go to authentication. Because the lesson is over. I wanted today to look at the internet issues. The next topic will be still on network security. We're going to look at topic 4, subtopic 2, topic 2. So 422. The next lesson will be authentication. Sorry for those who joined late. Sorry if I talked very fast, but the lesson has been recorded, so the lesson is going to be made available to you at any time from now. So if you request, I'm going to send it to you. So do you have any question?
No.
So if there is no question, we can meet tomorrow. For math, that is Mona and Suhaira. With man, we can meet tomorrow, maybe. And so on.
Tomorrow for what?
Okay, bye, sir.
Bye. Lukman, you're asking tomorrow for what? I'm sure
Tomorrow is when.
Yes, tomorrow is Wednesday, but I'm sure that tomorrow won't end before you finding me. I know you always find me, so we'll meet tomorrow. Or some few minutes from here.
What did you just say?
I'm saying I'm sure that with you,
Yeah.
we must meet anytime from tomorrow. Not even from tomorrow. I know anytime from now. You know where
Yeah.
I find you. So I don't want to say we meet. I don't want to tell you bye. So let me look at this chart. I can see there's some charts. Oh,
Yeah.
you're busy. You're bye. Okay, bye.